So, continuation of place of supply of goods, section 10, subsection 1, clause D. Goods assembled or installed at site. If so, place of supply is a place where installation taken place or assembly has been taken place. Is the place. For example, if you refer here in a simplified manner, one can able to view and understand this concept here. If you take this example, for example, look here. Mr. A purchased a machine from B where both A and B are in Haryana. The machine, however, needs to be installed in New Delhi. The place of supply goes to New Delhi. Location of supplier in Haryana. It is a interstate supply liable for IGST. In the case where, furthermore, if the goods are required to be installed or assembled, place of supply. Here, one example. See, supply location is where the installation occurs and not where the goods originate. Okay. In that case, examples. AC machines installed where the installation taking place. If it is in Mumbai, place goes to Mumbai. Or if it is a installation taking place in Bangalore. For example, here look here. When a Mumbai company installs AC system in Bangalore office building, the place of supply goes to Bangalore. Further, when machine is assembled, when both supplier and buyer in Haryana, but the assembling has been taken place or installation taken place in New Delhi, the place of supply goes to New Delhi. Like to understand. Furthermore, if you refer here, one example, X Limited, Meerut UP gives a contract to BHEL Limited, Bilaspur, Himachal Pradesh, to supply a heavy motor machine which is required to be assembled in a factory located in Manali, Himachal Pradesh. The place of supply goes to Manali, Himachal Pradesh. As a result, the location of supplier is Bilaspur, Himachal Pradesh. The place of supply, Manali, Himachal Pradesh. Though this particular recipient, X Limited from Uttar Pradesh, the place of supply for location of supplier is where the assembly has been taking place, Manali, Himachal Pradesh. Supplier also Bilaspur, Himachal Pradesh. What type of nature of supply? Intrastate supply, liable to pay CGST and SGST. So section 10(1)D talks about installation or assembling, where the installation taking place, where the assembly taking place is the place supply. Coming to the last one, section 10, subsection 1, clause A, which refers facilities, the goods taken on board conveyance. Goods taken on board conveyance. From where you have taken the goods and boarded into the train. From where origination is not important. Where the goods are loaded into the conveyance. Conveyance means what? Vehicle, aircraft, vessel, train. It's called conveyance. For example, Lulu company is from Cochin. They loaded the food item, packed items, MRP packed products into the aircraft at Chennai port. Place of supply goes to Chennai. Where the goods are loaded into that boat is the place supply, irrespective of where the goods are actually sold in between of the journey. Take example here. Mr. D of Delhi boards the Delhi-Mumbai train at Delhi. During the journey, he sells the goods at Vadodara, which were taken on board by him at Delhi. Place goes to Delhi. were taken on board. The place of supply is location where the goods are taken on board, namely Delhi, and not Vadodara. You get my point, sir? So, with this, I simplified manner can say that place of supply of goods other than import, other than export has been completed. When you talk about import or export of goods, generally, my dear, import or export dealing by the custom department of custom, where we are going to pay on account of import custom duties, on account of export we are claiming duty drawbacks generally. But here we have section 11 of IGST. For import of goods, export of goods, place of supply has been explained. For import of goods, place of supply is location of the importer. Export of goods, place of supply is equal to outside India is here. One can able to expect in the examination this particular one. Mind-blowing point now I am going to bring here. There was an amendment recent past. Import of goods, the place of importer in India is the place of supply. Export of goods outside India is the place of supply. This import export always treated as a interstate supply. Very good. Generally, goods imported, Department of Customs will levy the basic custom duty, additional custom duty, namely IGST, some other duties like safeguard duty, protective duty, or the countervailing duty and subsidy articles, or anti-dumping duty, like that. Is a clear domain of the Department of Customs, import of goods as well as export of goods. Now, only one product on account of import, Department of GST is empowered to levy the IGST, not by Department of Customs. In the history of the GST law, from the day one of the inception of the GST law from 1st July 2017, only one product now brought into force. On account of import, Department of GST going to levy IGST. Online money gaming. Location of supplier outside India. Location of recipient is in India. The goods imported in India through cloud, online money gaming. We are liable to pay IGST. Who liable to pay IGST? Who is liable to pay IGST here? Means not by the importer, only the supplier. Sir, online money gaming, supplier outside India, sir. So what? He only liable to pay GST as a forward charge. Sir, the online money gaming imported by a individual, uninsured person. So what? Supplier, you only liable to pay GST. You should have to have a representative in India to pay the IGST. Sir, recipient of online money gaming goods is a registered person, sir, in India. Then, sir, RCM will apply. Then also the RCM will apply. As long as online money gaming, B2B or B2C, supplier only liable to pay GST. And for such supplier who is from outside India providing online money gaming into India, that supplier of that goods should have to have a one registration only. All over India, one registration only. The Bangalore is the commissioner office is empowered to grant the registration, only one registration all over India, and they are liable to pay what? 28% GST. Get my points? Further, with this supply of goods we completed, sir. Supply of goods we completed. Now I am bringing to a notice place of supply for supply of services. When you refer place of supply, be careful. Location of supplier in India and location of recipient from India, then section 12 of IGST will apply. Sir, if location of supplier from outside India or location of recipient from outside India, I use the word or location of supplier of service or location of recipient of service from outside India. For you, Section 13 of IGST provision only apply. Section 12, there are 14 subsections. Section 13, there are 13 subsections. These all should be have to have a control at final level. It is your cup of tea. A comprehensive study. Advanced concept of the GST is the place of supply. Mind-blowing points are here. Let's start with section 12, subsection 1 to section 12, subsection 14, with the condition that location of supplier and location of recipient from India, from the taxable territory. If so, 12.1 says that refer 12.2 series. 12.2, when I refer the 12.2 is default provision, meaning what? A specific supply of your service not covered under section 12, subsection 3 to section 12, subsection 14, it by default covered under section 12. Subsection 2, meaning what? For example, you being a practicing chartered accountant, you are providing services to the client, certifying the balance sheet, certifying the 44 AB audit report, certifying the inward remittances of the foreign currency, outward remittance of the foreign currency, where you are exclusively eligible to certify the certifications for which you are charging the fees. Your services not covered under section 12.3, not covered 12.4, not covered up to 12.14. Therefore, we cover under section 12, subsection 2. 12.3 talks about what? Immovable property. Get my points. 12.4 talks about what? The restaurant nature services, catering services. 12.5 talks about what? Training and performance appraisal. 12.6 talks about what? Admission to entertainment event or personal event. Section 12.7 talks about organizing an event. 12.8 talks about transportation of goods. 12.9 talks about transportation of passengers. For example, 12.10 talks about facility provided to passenger on board conveyance. 12.11 talks about telecommunication services. 12.12 talks about banking operations. 12.13 talks about insurance companies. 12.14 talks about a specified services of advertisement nature to specified persons. Now, in all these cases, you are nowhere covered, my dear. You have been, nowhere has been covered. As a practicing CA, you by default covering where? Section 12, subsection 2. Then what is the place of supply? Very simple. Place of supply is equal to location of the recipient. If the recipient is a registered person. If it is an unregistered person, location of the recipient address available with the supply. Sir, that is also not available, sir. Is it so? You being a practicing, see a provide this to unknown person. Yes, sir. What happened, sir? One fine day, a particular person came to my place, asked me the projections of project report. It is very urgent, and I prepared project report instantaneously for him for 5 years projection. And he took that hard copy and paid rupees 5,000 gone away. We made an account that rupees 5,000 received. Then thereafter, we are not having any address of him in our records, and we won't have any contact number also him. So it's gone away, sir. A small amount of rupees, 5 rupees, we have taken cash, sir, cash. Then what is the place of supply for the given supply by the CA means location of supplier. And first priority, location of recipient. If the recipient is a registered person. If the recipient is a registered person, then address of the recipient available with the supplier locals. That is also not available, then location of supply is a place of supply. Is at last at remote. This section 12 is a mind-blowing section. You being a practicing CA, by sitting in the four walls of your office in Chennai, in your office, you have rendered double taxation avoidance agreement services to IBM London. Who is the recipient? IBM London. Now, you provide these services from India. Supplier from India. Recipient from London. Can I refer section 12.2 or not? No. You have no right to refer 12.2 because this supply of service recipient is from outside India. When you refer 12.2, only when location of supplier and location of recipient from India, from taxable, then only refer. This is not covered 12.2, this provision. Then where it covers, sir? 13.2. Section 13, subsection 2 of IGST. That is also a default provision. Section 13 series of IGST will come into picture only when the location of supplier or location of recipient from outside India. 13.2 default provision cover for you. If you being a practicing say provide this service from India to a person IBM London outside India, section 13 subsection 2 apply because you being a providing what type of nature of service? Double taxation avoidance agreement being a practicing say. In that case, 13.2 of IGST, section 13 subsection 2 of IGST says place of supply is location of the recipient if the recipient location identifiable in the ordinary course of business. Identifiable or not? They are getting person amma IBM London, yes or no? Then place goes to London. Location of supply in India. Place of supply outside India. You being a practicing CA, IBM London, are you people head office branch office? Have made established outside India? No. Payment received? Received, sir. What is the mode? US dollars, sir, $10,000. These are all satisfying the conditions export of services. Section 2, subsection 6 of the IGST refers export of services where location of supplier in India, location of recipient outside India, place of supply of service outside India, the payment realized in the foreign currency wherever permitted by Reserve Bank of India in the Indian currency, and moreover the supplier and recipient should not be a mere establishment outside India, namely it is not a head office branch office transaction. Then perfectly fit under section 2 subsection 6 of IGST, namely export of services. For you IGST will apply what rate? You know, zero rate apply. You are a zero rate supplier. As a result, if you have input tax credit, you can ask for refund because you cannot able to adjust your output supply is zero. Output supply tax is zero. Zero minus credit, excess credit, can ask for refund. Get my point, sir? Or otherwise you have an option, pay the IGST 18% on export of services, can ask for refund. So two options, export under LUT, letter of undertaking without payment of GST, or export by payment of IGST. Whatever export on payment of IGST, you can ask for refund. Left your tax planning, which one you want, you can choose LUT or payment of IGST. This is a tax planning aspect. We will refer to you under the section 54 refund chapter, not now. Is clear, sir? Now, section 12 subsection 2, location of supplier, location of recipient from India, and the provision is a default provision not qualified to apply for any other subsections. Then 12.2 says that location of the recipient is the place of supply if the recipient is a registered person. If the recipient is an unregistered person, the address of the recipient available with the supplier is the place of supply. If that is also not available, location of supplier is the place of supply. Got the clarity, sir? Now coming to 12.3, where we have clause A, clause B, clause C, clause D. 3 plus 1, 4 clauses are there. These are all the clauses A, B, C and D of section 12 subsection 3 is talks about same place of supply. Section 12 subsection 3 clause A, services directly in relation to an immovable property. I am providing services using the immovable property. without which I cannot provide the service. Having the immovable property only, I am providing services. I am providing services on immovable property. For examples, architect services, interior decorating services, surveyor services, engineering services, other related persons, real estate agent services. Any service provided by way of grant of right to use immovable property services for carrying out or coordination of construction work services. These and all if you refer, for example, architect service, architecting of constructing a property, building, or integrating for this particular immovable property. So in all these cases, place of supply is equal to location of the property. Location of the immovable property is the place of supply. If the property is outside India, the location of the recipient is the place of supply. Get my points? This place of supply is remain same for section 12 subsection 3 clause D, which is ancillary. For example, here interior decorator service take interior decorator. While I am providing interior decoration, I took electrical work, a independent person services. Electrical work is electrician provided to me that service, thereby providing beautiful electric work inside of the hall as a interior decoration. My supply 12.3a, my electrician supply 12.3d. So for both of us, place of supply remains same, location of the property. If it's outside India, location of the recipient. Here one more word is there, intended to be located. Location of the property or intended to be located the property. What do you mean by intended to be located? Upcoming property. Upcoming property. There is a vacant land of 1 acre. Want to construct, for which drawing required, architect required. The architect is provided for the property which is going to upcoming property. Therefore, where the property is going to upcoming is intended to be located, is the place of supply. If it is outside India, location of the recipient. Coming to the 12.3b, services by way of lodging accommodation, where hotel, inn, guest house, homestay, campsite, whatever name may be called, houseboat or vessel. If so, where this particular hotel, inn as immovable located is the place of supply. Lodging accommodation. I am talking about lodging accommodation. Such a lodging accommodation in a boat, where the boat is located, vessel, where the vessel is located, is the place of supply. If it is outside India, location of recipient is the place of supply. 12.3c, which talks about services by way of accommodation in any immovable property for conducting marriage, reception, matters related thereto, or official function, social function, religious function, cultural functions, business function, including service provided in relation to such function at such property or ancillary services thereon. All put together, place of supply is location of the property or intended to be located at the property. If it is outside India, location of the recipient is the place of supply. This is very important. Section 12.2 followed by 12.3. Now, if I refer 12.3d ancillary, what is this? For example, auditorium is given for conducting a marriage. Decoration of the auditorium, seating arrangements are called what? Ancillary nature. Is clear? Now, having this one particular here, the circulars are there in this regard itself, but anyhow, Let me complete the provisions. Let me complete the provisions. Then I will take up the advanced concept. Generally, at your level, they're not asking what is the place supply. They are creating a story, a practical situation, and putting you inside. You decide the correct place of supply. Not straight away they're asking. Or the examiner final level, multiple place of supplies. In this case, what is the place of supply? From this point of view, what is the place of supply? For him, what is the place of supply? They're creating a practical story. They said very clearly, from the time of supply, value of supply, place of supply, input as credit, we are going to ask comprehensive level questions, not a simple questions. Even study material syllabus also containing 80 marks of GST, the starting itself they said comprehensive study of the following chapters. Now, in this regard, I am bringing notice. Place of supply in relation to restaurant nature, catering services, personal grooming services, fitness services, beauty treatment services, health services, including cosmetic, plastic surgery services. Restaurant, catering, beauty treatment, fitness, personal grooming, and all. Where the performance is performed, actually location where the services are actually performed. For example, I am Mr. Rafi running beauty parlor in Chennai, spa in Chennai. One Mr. MS Dhoni from Jharkhand came to Chennai to my shop for hair cutting and personal grooming. I did. I charge rupees 10,000. What is the place of supply? Where the performance actually performed? Where performed? In Chennai. Is the place of supply. Location supplier Chennai. Liable to pay CGST even though the recipient maybe belongs to Jharkhand. Got the clarity? Further, section 12, section 5, performance, what we call training and performance appraisal services. Training services, performance appraisal. For example, I am Mr. Rafi practicing CA. I am also a freelancer. I'm a trainer in the GST. I'm a registered person. Mr. Rafi is a trainer in GST, registered person. Where he is registered? Chennai. Bangalore company, Bangalore Infosys company. Ask me, registered person, sir, why don't you provide training in GST for 5 days to our employees across the India? They will come to your place in Chennai. They will attend, sir. I said, most welcome. How much fees? For 5 days, 5 lakh rupees. Accepted. All over India, Infosys company employees came to Chennai to attend my training program. Fees paid by Bangalore Infosys company, registered person, 5 lakh rupees to supplier, Chennai fellow. Now, what is the place of supply for training? If the recipient is a registered person, the place of supply goes to location of the recipient. Bangalore Infosys company, registered person who paid the 5 lakh rupees is a recipient. For Chennai, trainer, place of supply is equal to Bangalore. I am from supplier, from Tamil Nadu. Intrastate or interstate? Interstate supply. Liable for IGST, though physically the employees of this company came to my place in Chennai, attend the classes. Is clear about my difference? Students, the participants are not the recipients. From the GST law point of view, section 2, section 93 says what? The person who paid the consideration is the recipient. Is clear? Now, Mr. Rafi is a GST trainer. CS students all over India, they came to Chennai to attend my classes. I am taking class in Chennai, T Nagar, in this premises. All you people are various part of India. Recipient is registered person? No, unregistered person. If the recipient is an unregistered person, place of supply is equal to location where the performance has been performed. Where I performed? Chennai. Location of supplier? Chennai. Liable to pay CGST, HGST, though the recipient may be actually from other state. but he is a unregistered person. Get my point, sir? That's why these two place of supply has been prescribed for training. What about performance appraisal? Performance appraisal nothing but what? See, TCS company, Mumbai, approached C of Chennai to evaluate the performance of the employees because they are going for retrenchment. Layoffs are taking place. But some of the employees may be valuable employees. We should not lose them. Therefore, the Infosys, the TCS company Mumbai want to have performance evaluation. If the good performance is there, means we can retain them. We should not leave the manpower. So with that good intention, they applied to Mr. C of Chennai to evaluate the performance. This fellow conducted the personal interview, written test, thereafter refer the profile, what the work they did, what is the production has been taking place. Accordingly, he has prepared an excellent report and given these are the employees excellent, A grade. These are the employees are not required. Like that, the performance is very dull, performance is very too good, moderate, like that they given. For which, based on that, the TCS company decided to retain some employees, to retain some of the employees. For which they pay the payment to me. It's a performance evaluation. So, training and performance evaluation cases, performance appraisal cases, section 12, section 5 talks about place of supply location of the recipient. If the recipient is a registered person, if is a unregistered person, recipient is a registered person, where the performance actually performed is the place of supply. It's clear, my dear friends. Further, section 12, subsection 6, admission to the event. What do you mean this? How to understand this? Admission to event. I will explain this with the help of examples to the extent possible here. Look on the screen. Admission to events. There are various types of events. The events like anything. It may be cultural event, or it may be the what we call the concert type of event, or there may be music concert, dance is there, art may be there, or it may be professional sports event or extreme sports events like no but physical and mental boundaries like that, surfing, or the team sports are maybe there, cricket, baseball and all. These are all events. Now, in that case, all these are events. Admission to these events. What is the place of supply? Where the event actually held is the place of supply. Event actually held, or where the park or such other place is being located for the event. 12.6. 12.7 talks about organizing of such event. Here be alert. Mr. CA, you be alert here. Here, place of supply for organizing event may be cultural event, sporting event, scientific event, educational event, music event, or a particular amusement, or it may be a particular game event, sports event, any event. Organizing. For example, look here, in the given case, look here, one eminent actor, Mr. Odivelu sir, who wanted to have a particular event in Coimbatore city. Many of them are expecting Odivelu sir should have to have a particular comedy event. Odivelu sir is the expert for making the comedy, but he is not expert organizing that event. Therefore, from Chennai, Mr. Odivelu sir approached H of Hyderabad, who is organizing the event. He said, could you please organize for me the event in Coimbatore? Then H of Hyderabad said, how many days? When, sir? Next month for 2 days in Coimbatore evening, especially 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. For 2 hours, fun takes place. So you have to organize the event. Then I said, I will do for you, sir. How much you pay to me? H of Hyderabad asked. What will sir said? I will pay to you for 2 days 2 lakh rupees. Then H of Hyderabad taken the steps. Where should we conduct the event? It should be easily accessible to the public at large. Okay, nearby CA Institute, Coimbatore chapter, one auditorium is there. He approached, how much you will charge per day, because we are going to occupy for 2 hours. That means 2 hours means extra 2 hours, 4 hours, 4 hours we want in the evening time. They said, we'll charge per day 25,000 for 4 hours. So 50,000 accepted, very happy. And so and so is booked. There he made stage arrangement, mic arrangement, lighting arrangement, seating arrangement. Who did it? Organize. And he said, Vadulu sir, now you can come to Coimbatore to take the event, to participate in the event. And Vadulu sir, their team, they are selling the tickets for admission to. Get my point, sir? Per ticket, 400 rupees. How much? 400 rupees. 400. Per ticket, 400. Then the Vadivalu sir team sold almost all 50,000 tickets. Each one 400. Now, in the given circle, H of Hyderabad is organizing event. Point number 1. Admission to that event. Vadivalu sir team selling tickets. Admission to that event. Further, auditorium owned by a company in Coimbatore, they permitted to, they accommodated to have a cultural event, social event. Get my point, sir? That means from the immovable property owner point of view, section 12, section 3, class C, organizing the function. I mean, permitting the immovable property to have a function. Then, Vadivalu team point of view, section 12.6, admission to that event. H of Hyderabad point of view, section 12, section 7. Get my point? So, in this manner, examiner final level set in the paper. You get my point, sir? Now, they will ask in the exam, find out place of supply or supplies from each supplier point of view. First, auditorium given by owner of the auditorium, maybe hotel given for carrying out a function. 12.3c. Where the immovable property located? Where located? Tamil Nadu. Location of supply also Tamil Nadu. For that, CGST, SGST. Who is the recipient? H of Hyderabad event organizer. Who booked the ticket? Who booked the particular auditorium? Is clear? Then coming to Vadivalu sir and team, they are selling tickets per day, per ticket. How much? 400. If so, admission to that event, section 12, subsection 6. Admission to that event, comedy event. Now, in that case, admission to the comedy show. Admission to comedy show. When you refer the admission to comedy show, admission to the event is an entertainment event. Comedy show is what? Entertainment event. Per ticket, how much? 400. What is the place of the section 12.6 talks about? Where the event actually held. Where held? Coimbatore, Tamil Nadu. Supply also from Coimbatore, Tamil Nadu, namely Vadivalu team. Is called what type of supply? Intra-state supply. Intra-state supply. Now, one can pay the CGST? Yes or no? Yes, I will pay the CGST provided if the given supply not qualify from exemption. You get my point, sir? We will talk about exemption if the ticket per ticket not exceed rupees 500, admission to certain events are there, admission to circus, admission to dance, admission to theatrical performance, including drama and ballet, admission to sporting event, recognize sporting event, admission to other than recognize sporting event, admission to music, admission to pageant, pageant means beauty competition, admission to concert, several performers performing in a huge gathering, concert, admission to planetarium. Nowhere has been specified admission to comedy show. You get my point, sir? Therefore, this is not fit for the exemption. If not fit for exemption, attract GST. In our given case, place of supply toll 6, where the event actually held, Coimbatore. Place of supply is going to Coimbatore. Location of supplier, maybe Chennai. Both of them are within the same state. Therefore, liable to pay CGST and yes, GST. Got the point, sir? Comedy show is not granted the exemption. Admission to award function, admission to circus, admission to dance, admission to music, admission to theatrical performance, including drama and ballet, admission to sporting event recognized, admission to other than recognized sporting event, admission to planetarium, admission to pageant, admission to concert. These only qualify from exemption. If the value per ticket not exceed rupees 500. Got the point? Now please come back. So section 12, 6 we understood. Very good. What about H of Hyderabad, who organized the event for Vadivelu sir, a comedy show in Coimbatore? Organizing the event from his point of view, section 12, subsection 7, where be alert. Step 1, location of the recipient is a place of supply. If the recipient is a registered person. If the recipient is an unregistered person, location of the event where held in India. If it is outside India, location of the recipient is the place of supply. 3 layers are there. First layer is what? Location of recipient. If the recipient is a registered person. If he is not registered person, then where the event actually held is the place of supply. For organizing the event where held is the place of supply in India. If it is outside India, location of recipient. Now you tell me, if the recipient is a registered person, organizing the event provided to a registered person, partly in India, partly outside India, then blindly you can say place of supply goes to location of the recipient. Recipient registered person, Raja. Recipient registered person. To whom? Partly in India, partly outside India. Then directly you refer, because of a registered person recipient is the place of supply, his place of supply. If the recipient is an unregistered person, partly in India, partly outside India, then listen, in the given case, especially, my dear sir, what is outside India? Location of the recipient. Location of the recipient. What is in India? Where the event held is a place of supply. Problems are there. I will explain to you these points. Are you with me to understand? These points will be clarifying now with the help of numeric examples. from our workbook. First, let's start with comprehensive problem. Straight away, comprehensive nature, not a lollipop nature. Yes, sir. In your workbook, page number 168, I am referring here. Question number 7. I will read this question. I hope so you have to answer. At least you have to be answered now. Try to answer. Even incorrect also no problem. You have to answer. Online students, how many of them are writing? I do not know, because Liberty, final level, no. Final level people feel as if, what I can say, if I say, they will get angry on us. So actually, I will take my students are my like childrens. How I used to take my children into my house, like that I will take my students. But anyhow, very good people attending online also. You please participate, my dear, by answering. Not that only the live class students, offline students should answer this. Even you are competent to answer. If you have the answer, tell me. Even right or wrong, no problem. Right means I will appreciate. Wrong means I am your friend to direct properly. These two things only possible. I never going to say, you do not know this, why you saying wrongly. I never going to say, it is not my dictionary. Because we are learning here and coming. Am I right or not? Then once you qualified, you will say, Mr. Rafi, come to my office. We discuss. Am I right or not? Because that level, because you got acquired knowledge. So I recommend you to participate, my dear friends. Now, here, question number 7. Harmonia Entertainment Private Limited, owned by Arav Mehta, a renowned classical singer, plans to organize the Arav Mehta live music concert in Bangalore, Karnataka. Harmonia Entertainment Private Limited, which is registered in the GST in Pune, Maharashtra, enters into a contract with the event management company Spectra Event Private Limited, which is registered in GST in Hyderabad, Telangana, for organizing the concert at an agreed consideration for 12,50,000. Spectra Event Private Limited books the lawns of Grand Vista Hotel, Bangalore, which is registered at GST in Karnataka, for hosting the music concert for lump sum amount of 5,50,000. Harmonia Entertainment Private Limited not sets, it is called as sells, not set limited, sells the tickets price. Set also can be considered, SSS, set the ticket price for 4,800 per ticket, and 500 tickets are sold. They set the price how much? 4,800. Determine the following: CGST, HGST, IGST liability for the transactions involved. Would the tax implication change if the ticket per ticket is reduced to 400? If 400 means less than 500, and moreover, what type of event? Admission to music, which includes songs also. Admission to music is exempted. Therefore, yes, our answer is different. It is an exempt supply. Is clearer? No just apply. Now coming to the first point. Harmonia Entertainment, who is Arav Mehta Music Live Concert. From where they registered, Amma? No, that fellow is confusing you, Raja. They want you to have their concert in where? In Bangalore, Karnataka. They are from Pune, Maharashtra. They are registered person in Pune, Maharashtra. They want to have a concert to conduct in Bangalore, for which they approached Hyderabad event organizer, namely Spectra event. Can you have an event for us? Spectra says, yes, I will do for you. I will conduct organizing for you. For which you please pay to me 12 lakh 50. From Spectra point of view, from Hyderabad point of view, what is the place of supply under section what rate? Section 100, section 12.7, 12.6, 12.3a, 12.3b, 12.3c or 12.3d. Which is the section applicable? Organizing. Which section? Section 12, subsection 7. These sections you have to have a control. Not only concept only at intermediate level. Now you have to have a control in sections. Accordingly, what is the place of supply? If the recipient is a registered person, who is the recipient? Harmonia. Where he got registered? Maharashtra. If the person is a recipient, registered person, place supply goes to location of the recipient, namely Maharashtra. Maharashtra. Is clear, sir? Supplier from Hyderabad. Liable to pay? So 18% IGST and 12 lakh 50,000. IGST. Liable to pay organizer. How much? 2 lakh 25,000. Is it clear? One is clear. Coming to Spectra event, books the lawn Grand Vista Hotel. Grand Vista Hotel is giving the property for organizing the event. Therefore, section 12, subsection 3, clause C. Where the property is located is the place of supply. Where located? Bangalore. Location of supply is Grand Vista, Bangalore. Therefore, liable to pay CGST, SGST. Correct? 9% CGST and 9% GST. How much comes? On 5 lakh 50. Supply is Grand Vista. 49,500 and 49,500 is one of the tax liability liable to pay by the owner of the property. Immutable property. Is clear? Now coming to the Harmonia. They are selling how many tickets? 500 tickets, 4,500, 4,800. So the value of ticket, how much total value? Total value of admission to 24 lakhs. Section, place of supply section 12.6, excellent. 12.6, perfect. Therefore, on 24 lakhs, what rate of CGST or IGST? Seller from where? From Maharashtra, Pune. The where the event actually held? Section 12.6, place supply goes to where the event actually held, Bangalore. Therefore, liable to pay IGST. How much? 18%. Comes how much on 24 lakhs? 4 lakh 32,000 is the liability to pay the GST here. Is clear? So event organizer is liable to pay 2 lakh 25,000. Owner of the property liable to pay 14,500 CGST, and the event person who conducted the event as an artist, how much is liable to pay? 4 lakh 32,000. Is clear? Place of supply also got clarity. Directly I will put in front of you the summary table here, simplified. For the first case, yes, is clear? IGST. Place of supply goes to Bangalore. Second case, IGST 2 lakh 25. Place of supply goes to location of the recipient because registered person. 12.7 Raja. Thereafter 12.3 C. CGST, SGST. Is clear? This is CA final exam question. Get my points? Where, Raja? Last. That is Grand Vista Hotel is a hotel providing immovable property for carrying out of a function. Which function? Cultural function, social function, like that. Where the property, section 12.3c apply. 12.3c you refer. What 12.3c says here? Yes, 12.3c. by way of accommodation in any immovable property for organizing official, social, cultural, religious, business function. If so, location of the property. Where the property located? Bangalore, Karnataka. Supplier where? Bangalore, Karnataka Vista Hotel. Liable to pay CGST and SGST. Is clear, my dear sir? Up to this, any doubt? No doubt. Section 12.7 very important, sir. Once you understand 12.7, then easily we can understand the rest of things. Only 12.7 is tough. Otherwise, nothing. Then you have to make applications. I am going to bring to notice multiple practical advanced concept where you may get stuck to answer place of supply. Unless you have clarification from the CBSE, difficult to answer. That I will take up after completion of the further leftover few subsections. Is clear? Section 12, subsection 8. Very simple. What it says, 12.8, nothing but transportation of goods. Transportation of goods. 12.8. It may be any mode, by rail, by road, by air, as the case may be. Location of the recipient, place of supply. The recipient is a registered person. Is clear? If the recipient is an unregistered person, where you hand over your goods to the transporter for transportation, where you hand over is a place of supply. Is clear? Earlier there was a provision, if the goods are destined outside India, place of supply outside India, it has been withdrawn. Now it should be strictly as per 13.8 only. What 13.8? Location of the recipient. Even though the goods are destined outside India, if the recipient is a registered person. If an unregistered person, where the goods are handed over to the transporter is the place supply. Even though the goods might be destined to outside India, immaterial. Is clear? So one example I will ask you, tell me in the given case, X Limited, exporter of the goods, Y Limited, importer of the goods in Singapore. X is exporting the goods from West Bengal, Y importing the goods into Singapore. Any difficulty? Exporter, importer. What is supplying? Goods. While supplying the goods, Mr. X of West Bengal approached Mr. Z of West Bengal, who is the owner of air cargo. This is air cargo. This is air cargo. Air cargo. He is the air cargo owner Z. Mr. Z would be able to transport my goods from West Bengal to Singapore. Z said, why not? I will do for you. And the goods has been transported from West Bengal to Singapore. Mr. Z provided supply of service, supply of goods. Supply of service of transportation of goods. The goods destination where? Outside India. So what? Place of supply is equal to location of the recipient, because the recipient located where? In India as a registered person. Get my point, sir? If the recipient is a registered person, place supply goes to location where the goods are handed over to the transporter, but it cannot be Singapore at all at any circumstances. Destination of the goods Singapore, place of supply cannot be Singapore, whether recipient registered person or unregistered person. Got the clarity? Indirect tax laws, my dear friends, I am telling you final level, 10 days maximum, 60 hours, 70 hours, hold it. Out of your 6 papers, 1 paper over, attack the balance 5 papers. I am telling you after leaving the open book system. Options are there. No? Open book is available, open book not permitting, open book is permitting that particular options paper. Option are there. No, papers can be set option. No, there are some subjects. That is removed, ah? Oh, you. There's a 2 or 3 papers, anyone you can select.
There's only one paper.
Uh,
This is a summation of all the 5 sections
okay.
and the statistics.
Okay. So totally how many papers? 6 papers. One is this open book. They're permitting the book inside?
Yeah.
Permitting book. Okay, very good. Then 3 papers and 2 3 plus 2. That's all you are writing. Second group 2 papers only you are writing. Direct indirect tax. The option. The option means what? Open book. So easy to pass, am I right? Yes, yes, yes. Easy to pass, yeah. Elective paper? Papers. 7 papers comes then. Okay. Good, good. But anyhow, what I'm trying to say here is indirect taxes scoring paper. I'm telling scoring paper. If you approach properly, what is there, understand practically, logically. No by heart. And once revise. Valuable time spent for other subjects, direct taxes, AFMA, that and this, FRA. There you spend that time. But indirect taxes, how is possible to have shorter period to know the subject means you should take part of class from a good faculty. Nowadays faculties are coming every state. I am a faculty. State-wise faculties are there. You select. I think you are the best person to select the faculty. Now please come back. So my point here is clear. Section 12, submit transportation of goods. Now as a food for thought, I will ask only one doubt. Can you able to say? Online students are able to say? Is a food for thought. Everyone aware of that. How what we are studying different from examination. You wrote the examination, 1 or 2 people are maybe going to write the examination. But CA examination, how differ from normal course of pattern? This is one of the example. You are aware of that? Tell me. 12.8 is what? Transportation of goods. Transportation of? Transportation of? Transportation of? Pay sub is equal to location of the recipient. The recipient is registered person. If registered person, where the goods are handed over to the transporter is a pay supply irrespective of the destination. Correct? இப்போ சொல்லுங்க பார்க்கலாம். You tell me this. Here, online students I'm asking, you have to say. Now, State Bank of India, Mount Road branch, Chennai, transported 500 rupee notes in a truck to SBI MG Road, Mahatma Gandhi Road of Bengaluru. Freight. Freight rupees 20,000 paid to goods transport agency. Find the place of supply for goods transport agent. For supply of the above rupees 500 rupee notes. Find the place of supply. Then who is the supplier? Supplier of service. By whom? GTA. Assume GTA is from Chennai. And no doubt Mount Road SBI branch Chennai is what? A registered person. And freight paid to GTA Chennai by SBI Mount Road branch. Now tell me, in the given case, I want place of supply. Supply also GTA Chennai. What is the place of supply? Place of supply under which section? Section 12, 12.8. 12.8. 12.8.
It's not supply, it's not service.
Huh?
It's payment, it's not.
So, my place of supply under which section now? Under section 12? 8? 12.8 na? Tell me. If not, tell me section. Huh? Not a supplier. Understand. You people, just because of I highlighted the point, you are stucking and answering in a different manner. Correctly not telling anyone. If you say, I will say hats off to you, that's all. Is for me, who am I? GTA Raja. I have a transport that particular currency from Chennai to Bangalore in my truck. How did I not? GTA provides service or not? If so, tell me the place supply for me. Huh? Chennai, section 12.8. RCM. Logically, you're not thinking, brother. That's what? At least tell me place supply. Section leave it. Place supply. Huh? Where the recipient is located. Okay, that means SBI Mount Road branch Chennai is the recipient. They pay supply. Huh? Online students, you people won't speak with me, my dear. Just a thinking thought. Here, place of supply, you correctly said. But which provision apply here means not section 12, subsection 8. What is not applied 12.3 to 12.14 by default for where? 12.2. It should be as per section 12, 12.2. What is 12.2 says? Location of the recipient. If the recipient is a registered person. Get my point, sir? Why not 12.8? Because 12.8 transportation of goods. Currency notes, neither goods nor services. Therefore, I cannot refer 12.8, but I can refer 12.2. Gather clarity, sir? Is a food for thought. Now, please come back. Actually, where we are? Section 12, 8 over. Now, 12.9. 12.9 talks about what? Section 12.9 talks about transportation of passenger services. Any mode. Place of supply is equal to location of the recipient if the recipient is a registered person. If the recipient is an unregistered person, for place where the passenger embarks, Kalambi Povatam, Bailuderatam, departures, Chalpanna. is called what? Place of supply. From where the passenger embarks for his journey is the place of supply. If the recipient is a person, location of the recipient is a place of supply irrespective of the place where passenger embarks. Now coming to right to passage. What do you mean by right to passage? Seasonal tickets. One having a particular pass to travel from anywhere to anywhere. It can be possible nationally also, by train, by rail, by vessel, or whatever may be. I have seasonal ticket by bus. In that case, location of the recipient is a place of supply. If the recipient is a registered person. If the recipient is an unregistered person, the address of the recipient is the place of supply. Address of the recipient also not available, then location of supplier. One way the other matching where 12.2 is clear as right to passage. Further, facilities provided on board conveyance, section 12.10. Facility provided on board conveyance means what? On board, on demand, video game, movies, refreshment, snacks, the general providing. In that case, the place of supply is equal to first scheduled departure point of that conveyance. If the conveyance is traveling like this, the aircraft, SpiceJet aircraft, departure from London, SpiceJet Chennai, the aircraft departure from Chennai, from Dubai departure, Dubai to Chennai, Chennai to Cochin. Is clear? Passenger embarks at Chennai to disembark in Cochin, avail the facilities on board, for which place of supply is equal to Dubai, the first scheduled departure point of the conveyance. Is clear, my dear friends? Further, section 12, subsection 11, telecommunications fixed line where the lines has been installed is the place of supply. If it is a postpaid billing address, prepaid where the location of the prepaid watches has been sold, if the prepaid sold through internet, billing address. If not possible, location of the supplier is the place of supply. Section 12, subsection 12 talks about places of in case of banking company or insurance companies. If so, place of supply is equal to location of the recipient if the recipient address available with the supplier. If not, location of the supplier is the place of supply. Coming to section 12, subsection 13, place of supply in case of insurance companies are considered. Location of the recipient is the place of supply where the recipient is a registered person. If the recipient is an unregistered person, the address of the recipient is available with the supplier, namely insurance company is the place of supply. You cannot say for the God's sake. You cannot say for the God's sake address of the recipient not available. That means what? Insurance coverage you providing to the unknown persons is a hawala transaction against the IRDA norms, which will be a offense. A banking company can provide this service to a person whose address may not be available. For example, you want to take a DD for rupees 3,500 rupees in favor of Bharadwaj Institute. You came to bank branch for asking the DD for rupees 3,500, for which they are asking you to pay rupees 50 DD charges, for which you are not required to have an account over there, for which you are not provide to give to them KYC. Are you going to give the other number or what for them? No. For 3,500 rupees DD, you pay rupees 50 rupees DD charges, they will issue the DD to you. That means banking providing services to uninsured person where the address of the recipient sometimes not possible also. For a banking company, okay, but insurance company it cannot be. Therefore, either the recipient should be a registered person, if not, address of the recipient available with the supplier. Final, section 12, subsection 14, advertising services provided to central government, state government, statutory body, local authority. What type of advertisement to government? For example, advertisement in television, advertisement in hoardings, radio. Nowadays, advertisement coming CA Institute, aware of that? Yesterday, I come back in radio. Advertisement, some transactions of online to secure transactions. Advertisement in radio came in a FM radio. Yesterday, after completion of classes, it was when I'm traveling in car, the radio advertisement, the Institute of Chartered of India offering is something that exactly I have not catch all that point. Some um, online payment secured channels. If anybody is misleading, let us report us and we will take something. So advertisement service provided to CA Institute, statutory body. Advertisement to government. For example, government want to promote Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao. Meaning what? Save the girl baby and educate our girl babies. So in that case, that advertisement should promote for government of India. As a Mudra company, I am an advertising agency, I am providing service to government. For me, section 12, section 14 comes into picture, where the place is equal to where the advertisement taking place. Advertisement which state? Tamil Nadu. So Tamil Nadu, Pondicherry. Tamil Nadu is place supply, Pondicherry is place supply. Two locations. You get my point, sir? Each place where the advertisement taking place is place supply. If it is advertisement to government, central government, state government, governmental statutory body, local authority. Get my point, sir? For example, a Mudra company is an advertising company, provide the advertisement Bharatwaj Institute, new batches commencing, advertisement providing. Then where this particular section 12, 14 will apply or not apply? Not apply because recipient not a government, not a statutory body, not a local authority. Therefore, it falls under section 12, subsection 2 only. Got the clarity? So now I have explained to you the provisions. I am going to take up advanced concept by applying applications, namely case laws followed by the circular of CBIC. There you have clarity, much more clarity, when to apply which section. Is clear, sir? Now you take a break of 10 minutes and come back to us. We will continue with the advanced concept of place of supply. Is clear?
அப்புறம் முடிச்சிங்களா? 40 முடிச்சிட்டாங்க. சரி என்ன இருக்கு?
எங்க இருக்கீங்க இவ்வளவு நேரம்? ஐயோ நான் சரியான தூக்கம். நான் எப்படி முடிச்சேன்?
இதெல்லாம் வேற ரிஸ்க் வச்சுட்டாங்களா?
இல்ல நான் சர்வீஸ் தான் கிளாஸ்
எது கேட்குறேன்?
நீங்க வேற டீச்சர்ஸ்க்கு படிச்சீங்கன்னா இப்படிதான் ஒர்க் பண்ணுவீங்க. இன்சூரன்ஸ் வருது, பேங்கிங் வருது. 12, 13, 14. 13 பேங்கிங் அப்படி போட்டு முடிச்சு.
அதான் தெரியுது.
ஆனா இன்சூரன்ஸ் கிடையாது. இன்சூரன்ஸ் கண்டிப்பா அட்ரஸ் வேணும். ஸோ அதனால
Advertisement service places about every state in value proportion of
ஸ்டேட் கவர்மெண்ட் சொன்னதே இல்லை.
இதுக்கப்புறம் தான் அட்வான்ஸாக போகும். என்ன இருக்கு ஸ்டேட் வைஸ் தான்.
ஸ்டேட் கவர் தான். ஸ்டேட் தான் சப்ளை ரிப்பேர் சப்ளை ஓகே மேல்
இவருக்கு வந்து இதனால நம்ம ஃபர்ஸ்ட் like I did not check properly. November 24 November 23 அது வச்சிருக்காங்க. அது எடுத்தேன். டிஸ்கவுண்ட் வருது. அது என்ன
எல்லாமே சேர்த்தா ரெண்டு சாப்பிட்டு கொஞ்சம் ரெண்டு சமையல் கொஞ்சம் இதே மாதிரி கொஞ்சம் அது ஒரு சில இல்லை வித்தியாசம் இருக்கு
அதனால கொஞ்சம் பில்டப்பா காலேஜ் செகண்ட் இயர்ல வந்து இழுத்து போட்டாங்க. சிபிடிக்காக என்ரோல் பண்ணிருக்கோம். இன்ஸ்டியூட் என்ரோல் பண்ண டேட் வந்து எக்ஸாம் டேட் அது எது முடிஞ்சிருச்சு. இந்த கட் ஆஃப் டேட்ல பண்றது நான் இந்த ஒருத்தர் தடவை எழுத முடியும். ஜூன்னா டிசம்பர் தான் எழுத முடியும். இதோ ரீசன் பேப்பர்
ஈஸி முடிச்சிங்களா?
நான் பேப்பர் முடிச்சேன். ஒன் இயர் ரெகுலர் பண்ணி வந்துச்சாங்க. நான் இப்பதான் முடிப்பேன்னு பார்த்துட்டு முடிச்சிடலாம். படிக்க கூட நேரம் இல்லாம இப்ப எக்ஸாம் எழுதுறேன். எதுவுமே தேவை 33 தான். அதுல 2000 போட்டாங்க. அதுல அவர் என்ன எடுத்துக்கிறாங்க Yes.
Each and every one was
நீங்க எஸ்பிஎம் கவர்மெண்ட் எஸ்பிஎம் 7 பேர் கிவியோ 6 வருஷம் ஆகுது எஸ்பிஎம் ஓபன் பண்ண உடனே போட்டு தலையில எழுப்பாம
இது இருந்துச்சு அவ்வளவுதான் 56 क्वेश्चन கேக்குது ஹாஸ்டல் டேக் ஒரு क्वेश्चन கேக்குது இம்பார்ட்டன்ட் ஆக்சுவலா அது ஏகம் வருது வாட் இஸ் ஹாஸ்டல் டேக் ஓவர் நான் क्वेश्चन ஹாஸ்டல் டேக் ஓவர் அது 5 மார்க் அது கான்செப்ட் இந்த கான்செப்ட் கன்செப்ட் இருக்கு அது இம்பார்ட்டன்ட் அது ஒரே ஒரு இருக்கு இதுதான் ஆக்சுவலா எக்ஸாமா சொல்லுவாங்க நீங்க क्वेश्चन வந்து என்ன சப்ஜெக்ட் என்ன டாபிக் கண்டிப்பா சும்மா தாவல் கீழே சேசா வரும் இந்த பேக் சும்மா அவங்க எப்படின்னா என்ன பாத்தீங்கன்னா ஐசிஎஃப் கொஞ்சம் இப்படி இருக்கும் புதுசா அதாவது மாதிரி இதெல்லாம் இருக்குதான் இதுவும் கொண்டு வருவாங்க
பகிரங்கமான பயமா இருக்கு ஆடி சீசன் கரெக்டாக டாக்ஸ் சீசன் தான் அவங்க போடுவாங்க பாட்டு. இந்த வைபைக்கு பாட்டுக்கு இந்த கலர் போட்டு இதுல இருந்து டிபார்ட்மெண்ட் வரும். ஆமா, இன்னும் டாக்ஸ் கட்டணும். என்ன பண்ணேன் நான் சொல்லுவேன் எனக்கு ஒண்ணுமே தெரியாது. ஆமா, நீங்க பண்ணுங்க, ஒரு மணி நேரம் எல்லாம் ஓகேவா? இது எல்லாம் எங்க அப்பா ஃப்ரெண்டு தான் எனக்கு. ஸோ ஏதாவது பிரச்சனை இருந்துச்சுன்னா எங்க அப்பா. ஆமா,
We'll start now. We'll have yes. Advanced concept of place of supply with regard to supply of services. This is circular of the CBSE. Sir, in our CF final examination especially, questions are setting by the examiner not from the past exam question papers. Latest circulars, case laws, amendments, based on that problems are creating. Here this is a question already appeared in the exam, like a case study oriented manner, question already appeared in the CF final exam. This circular, what this circular says? If you refer here, hoarding, advertisement. Now, assume a scenario. I am Mr. Ravi, owner of the property. I am the owner, the property owner. Ravi, owner of the property, is a prime location. What Mr. Ravi did here is, he hosted the hoarding here. Hoarding. Big hoarding is there. Now this hoarding is meant for advertisement purpose. This hoarding attached with my immovable property. My property has my own property. On my property, I have myself prepared a particular hoarding yet to advertise. Now, one company, Mudra Private Limited, advertising company, they approach, hey Ravi, could you please give that hoardings to us on rental basis? We will pay monthly rent to you. We are going to advertise our client products on that hoardings. Oh, you want this? Can you pay monthly rent 5 lakh rupees? Yes. Then Mr. Ravi given right to use that hoardings attached with the immovable property. Is clear? I given right to use. Mudra Private Limited displaying different their client advertising of product or services on that hoarding from time to time, paying monthly rent. Now, from Ravi point of view, Ravi, owner of the property, what is the place of supply? Is Ravi advertising, or Ravi is given on immovable property and rental basis? Sir, immovable property rental basis na section 12 subsection 3 clause A. No sir, Ravi is given this hoarding for advertisement purpose only, therefore 12.2. Now dispute between 12.2, 12.3A. You tell me, is it 12.2 or 12.3A for Mr. Ravi, owner of the property? 12.3A, excellent, perfect. Mudra Private Limited using that hoardings, providing the advertisement to their clients, product and services that they are advertising. For Mudra Private Limited, to their client, place of supply on the immovable property, they are providing advertisement. Is 12.2 or 12.3A? 12.2, perfectly correct, is a clarification. As simple as that. This question has been asked in the examination. Further, coming to this, co-location services. Co-location services. Now, I am the owner of the property, this building, Krishna Arcade. This building, this second floor is owned by me. My name is Vijay. I am a registered person in GST law. This entire property, what I did is, I have been equipped with software equipments, cooling systems, hardwares, softwares, firewall protection, data storage facilities, all are available in this room. Now, this entire floor, second floor, I am giving for rental basis to, let us say, Infosys company. Your client data you can store here. We protect manpower, we provide the renting of these premises, will take care, and we are providing facility of hardware, software, servers, that in this and all available. And we do have the antivirus protection equipment, firewalls we have. One cannot easily access unauthorized operations, not possible. All put together, this building I am giving on rental basis. Per month rent 50 lakhs. Infosys company accepted. Now, my services, Vikram Services, being owner of this property, given on rent basis 50 lakhs per month, using all these equipments to Infosys company, cutting 50 lakhs. And TCS company approached me, your data also put here. This premises not only for Infosys company protection, but also TCS company, their database also can be protected. So, this property is giving on rental basis along with the various software equipments. Gigantic manner softwares are there, protecting software, hardware, servers are there, cooling of hardware, servers, separate equipments are there, specifically designed. And these premises, Infosys company, TCS company, Wipro company, we have given on rental basis, their data is storing here. This owner of the property carrying the rent, is it section 12 subsection 3 clause A or section 12 subsection 2 a default provision? Is it immovable property let out? That question mark arises. The law here clarified in this circular. It is not letting out of immovable property, something more than that. Inside servers are there, inside fire protection equipments are there, inside security is providing, inside coolers are there to cool that data processing heatness. So like that, a comprehensive nature. That location is sharing by various corporate companies. Therefore, it is not section 12, subsection 3, class A. It is not a letting out of immobile property. It is something more. Therefore, section 12, subsection 2 is the place of supply. You get my points? When it is a 12.3a, then I am the owner of this property. I am giving to you on rental basis with basic amenities. What is the basic amenities? Fan, a fan is there. Sitting chairs are there. That much. Basic amenities are there. Tube light, a tube light is there. That's a monthly rent. Then it is 12.3a, letting out of immobile property. Not a 12.2. Is clear, as sir? Is the way in which clarification given by CBSE. Further, now coming to section 13 of IGST Act, where location of supplier or location of recipient from outside India. What is the place of supply in various cases? Section 13, section 1 says that please refer 13.2 onwards. 13.2 is default provision. 13.3 to 13 not applied cases will fall under 13.2. Very simple. My dear friends, I am giving to your hand a key. Taking section 13 into account, if you decide the place of supply, always it is interstate supply, liable for IGST. Section 13, if you use location of supplier and place of supply within the same state, in spite of that is IGST. How, sir? Basic fundamental funda you are touching. Yes. We have section 7, subsection 5, clause C. Section 7, subsection 5, clause C. Supply of goods, supply of services in the taxable territory, not being an intrastate supply, not covered under anywhere else, it is treated as interstate trade or commerce. Don't worry, I will refer to you one by one proof. First, to understand section 7, subsection 1, what it says: supply of services, supply of in fact goods, location of supplier, place of supply in two different states, interstate supply. You get my point, sir? Section 8 of CGST, where it refers location of supplier and place of supply in the same state, intrastate supply. Whenever you refer these sections, they have not referred section 13 nature. Subject to section 10, subject to section 12. I will show you. That is important. Though it may be little bit time taking process, but need to have the clarification on this. Otherwise, knowingly you misplace the provision. Referring here from the material given to you, take here section 7, subsection 1, which says subject to the provision of, we refer now section 10, 1, class A, class B, class C, class C, A, class D, class Z, or section 7, subsection 3, subject to section 12. Means just now I covered, no? 12.2 to 12.13, 12.14. Yeah. Now, whether they have referred section 13? No. 7173. 71 goods, location of supplier, place of supply, different states, IGST. In case of supply of services, location of supplier in one state, place of supply other state, section 7, subsection 3, interstate supply. Come here. Section 8(1), supply of goods, where subject to section 10, location of supplier, place supply in the same state, intrastate. 8(2), services, subject to section 12, location of supplier of service and the place of supply of service in the same state, intrastate supply. Nowhere referred what? Section 13. Then where this has been referred means, look here. Section 7, subsection 5, supply of goods or services or both, class C. In the taxable degree, supply is in the taxable degree, not being an intrastate supply, not covered under section 8, subsection 1 or subsection 2, not covered, and not covered elsewhere in this section, not 7(1), not 7(3), shall be treated as supply of goods or services or both in the course of interstate trade or commerce. Meaning what? Supply in the taxable degree, not being an intrastate supply and not covered anywhere else, will cover under section 7, subsection 5, class C, treated as a interstate trade or commerce. Therefore, as per section 13, you are going to decide the place of supply. Always it is called what? Interstate supply only. Having this principle in account, now we are proceeding to have the provisions furthermore. Section 13, subsection 2, a default provision, where location of the recipient is the place of supply if the recipient address is identifiable in the ordinary course of business. If not, location of the supplier is the place of supply. Sometimes before I told you, you being a practicing chartered accountant, provide these services to IBM London. Supplier from India, recipient outside India. Place of supply as per section 13, subsection 2 only, is location of the recipient is what? London. Get my point, sir? This is called export of services. To have export of services, we need to test the following points. 1. Location of supplier of service in India. Location of recipient of service outside India. The place of supply outside India. The payment should be realized in a foreign currency or in Indian rupees wherever permitted by Reserve Bank of India. And the supplier and the recipient should not be a mere establishment, namely head office, branch office. Should not be head office or branch office. Is clear as sufficient. Then it is called what? The export of services. Coming to section 13, subsection 3, clause A. Services on tangible goods. See, is tangible goods, sir? Services on these goods. Is it tangible goods, sir? Services and tangible goods. Section 13, subsection 3, clause A. Place of supply is equal to where the goods are, where the services are actually performed on the goods, where the goods are made available physically by the recipient to the supplier to have the supply of service. Are you getting my point, sir? Example, I am Mr. Rafi. He is an automobile engineer. One Mr. Sheikh from Dubai called me over phone. Hey, Mr. Rafi, could you please come to Dubai and provide repair to my Tesla car, 1 year old. I have paid Indian rupees almost 5 crores to purchase this Tesla car. I came to know you are good, very good engineer, automobile. Could you please attend the fault? I went to Dubai. I did the repair. I took from him 20 lakh rupees. I came back to India. Now, supplier from India, recipient outside India. Performance on the goods only, on the goods means car. Where it is located? Dubai. Pay supply goes to Dubai. Location of supplier from India. Pay supply Dubai. Recipient Dubai, outside India. Payment received in Indian rupees, payment by Bank of India. And myself and Sheikh of Dubai are we head of his branch officer? No. It's called what? A export of services. International supply. Not liable to pay GST. Get my point, sir? Now, this is the point that Dubai Sheikh said, Mr. Rafi, I am sending this particular Tesla vehicle in a vessel to Chennai port. You please do the repair. Then send back, please. After doing the repair, send back, please. Then that fellow sent the Tesla fault car to me. Then I did the repair in Chennai. Now, very good, performing, and send back. For which I am charging 10,000 US dollars. 10,000 US dollars. What is my place of supply? Where the performance actually performed? Where performed? Chennai. Location supplier? Chennai. If so, is an international supply. Supply of services in the taxable territory, not being an intrastate supply, not covered anywhere else. Therefore, Section 7, Section 5, Class C, international supply. I am liable to pay GST, no? Yes or no? Yes or no? Why I am liable to pay GST? I am owner of the foreign currency or not? Just because of your place of supply, showing the finger, Chennai, Tamil Nadu, you want me to pay the GST. Is it not earning the foreign currency? You tell me, Baba, I am earning the foreign currency or not? Yes. And have I written that particular asset here? No. I did the repair only in India. Get my point? So, the benefit accrued to whom? Sheikh Dubai. Correct? Therefore, why should I pay the IGST in India because of your GST place of supply? This argument noted by the GST Council. Yes, you are right. They said, if we import the goods for repair on temporary basis, after doing the repair in India, if we export back before being put to use, the place of supply not as per section 13 subsection 3 clause A, not so. It is not as per that section. Then where we fall? 13(2). As a result, location of the recipient, Sheikh Dubai, is a place of supply. Liable for IGST? No. Reason? Export of service. Get my point, sir? Here, exporting back without being put to use. If I use quite for some time here, enjoy with that product, thereafter later on I am sending back, then it remains 13(3) clause A. Is it clear? Now one more argument comes here. Ennappa solra, what you are telling me, unless I put to use, I do not know whether my fault has been attended properly or not. Empa, car vehicle came here for repair. I did the repair for the vehicle. I should use na. I have to have test ride or not. Without which I can send back. Now, if put to use is a precondition for re-export, then permissible, no problem. Remains 13(2), not 13(3)(a). Is clear, as see how this law is molding dimensions. You export back before being put to use, after import for repair. If you put to use, disqualify from 13(2). you remains in 13(3). Such a put to use a precondition for export. Without using the testing rights, I can't send back the product. In that case, remain 13(2) only, not 13(3). Class A is clear. Further, if services are provided to electronic means on tangible goods, where the goods are actually held is a place of supply. For example, from India, technician guiding over telephone to the person outside India, and according to his directions, he did the repair for that product. Now it is rectified fault, then he make the payment. The service provided from India provided through telecommunication channels, through electronic means. In that case, place of supply is equal to where the goods are actually held or located is the place of supply. Got the clarity, sir? Now come back. 13(3)(b), services performed on individuals. Presence of individual must to provide the services like cosmetic surgery, plastic surgery, beauty treatment, health and fitness services, personal security services, classroom teaching services, photograph services, internet coffee services, and all is considered place of supply is where the services are actually performed on the individual is the place of supply. You get my point what I am trying to say? I am running fashion show. One of the model knows not so good. Customers, my clients are been given the feedback. Why didn't you ask that model to undergo the practice for nose? Then I asked her, Madam, why didn't you undergo practice? She said, own money, sir, no money. Then as an employee, I said, company will bear to you. Please undergo practice. The next day, she admitted London hospital. Went to London. From there, she is calling, sir, I'm in London, sir. Day after tomorrow, plastic surgery, no, sir. How much it is going to come? It is around $15,000, sir. You please pay, sir. Because I told her, I will make the payment. Then she undergone surgery over there. Supplier is the outside India. Recipient from India. Physically, who attended? One of the model of the company. So, in that case, is it import of service? No, excellent. Why not import of service? Location of supplier outside India. Okay, tick. Location of recipient in India. Tick. Place of supply should be in India, but here place of is outside India. Na? As a result, not a import of service. Location of supplier of service outside India. Place of supply is outside India. Need not bother about GST in India. Get my point, sir? Further, Section 13, subsection 4, services provided directly in relation to an immovable property where the property is located or intended to be located globally is a place of supply. Wherever it may be located is a place of supply. You get my point, sir, what I am trying to say? See, I am Mr. Rajaram, architect. You are A Incorporation of USA. You have a 4 acres of land in Tamil Nadu, Chennai. Mr. Rajaram, architect also registered person in Tamil Nadu, Chennai. You have the property in Chennai. For your property, I provide the architect services, for which I am charging 2 lakh rupees. Location of supplier of service, Rajaram, Chennai, India. Location of recipient, A Incorporation, USA. Place of supply, where the property is located. Where property? Chennai, Tamil Nadu. So now you tell me, my dear, supplier Rajaram from Chennai, immovable property is place of Chennai, place of supply is Chennai, recipient only outside India. In that scenario, location of supplier Tamil Nadu, place of supply also Tamil Nadu. Supply of service in the taxable territory, not being an intrastate supply, not covered elsewhere any of the provision, then it's called what? Interstate supply. As a result, liable to pay IGST. Reason, I invited section 13, subsection 4. Accordingly, I am deciding the place of supply, for which location of supplier and the place of supply in the same state. In spite of that, it is called what? A interstate supply, liable for IGST. Is clear, my dear sir? If you say intrastate supply, I will ask you which section? Section 8, subsection 2. Supply of services subject to section 12, location of supplier and place of supply of service in the same state, intrastate supply. That's all. Whether section 8 to refer section 13, then not a intrastate supply. Not covered anywhere else, but supply taking place in India. In that case, it is section 7, subsection 5, class C. Liable to pay IGST. Is clear, my dear friends? 13.5, section 13, subsection 5. Admission to the events, organizing the event. Admission as well as organizing, both here one only. Place of supply is equal to where the event actually held. That's all. Very, very simple. Section 13 very simple actually series. Section 12 only something more demand your knowledge, attention. 13 is not so. Only one short cut place of supply. Admission to or organizing the event. Place of supply is equal to where the event actually held is the place of supply. Is clear, as coming to 13.6. 13.6 as well as 13.7 has no separate identity. I will tell you in a simplified manner. Section 13, subsection 3 is what, Raja? What is this section 33? EMPA. Services on tangible goods. 13.3 A or B. 13.3 A is tangible goods. 13.3 B on individuals. Correct? Correct? Then here section 13.3 B is nothing but what? Services on individuals. Is clear, sir? Then section 13, section 4 is what? Services in relation to immovable property. Is clear, sir? Section 13, subsection 5 is what, sir? Admission to or organization of an event. Clear? You know, place of supply in the 13.3A where the performance performed or where the individual is presented. Then 13.4 where the property is located and individual located. 13.5 where the event actually held. Is clear? Is clear, sir? These services more than one location. More than one location, which includes outside India. More than one state or UT includes outside India. Is clear, Raja? If so, the law here says place of supply as per section 13 subsection 6 is equal to each state or UT in India and in India, then entire value includes outside India is subject to IGST in India. How to understand, sir, this example? One more example here. Supplier of service from India, X Limited, provide these services A Incorporation of USA, testing and inspection and technical testing, checking of a quality control of the product developed by USA company, where they rendered these services 20% in Chennai, 25% in Cochin, 55% in Colombo. Place of supply is equal to Cochin, place of equal to Chennai. For the Cochin outside India, place of supply is in India. For that, IGST in India. So entire supply will attract the GST. X will also liable to pay IGST for the services rendered in Colombo. Entire supply will attract GST. But in India, what are the states? Each state is the place of supply, if it is more than one state. Outside India, for that place of supply is India. Liable to pay IGST for that supply also. Is clear? Now come back. What about these services offered more than one, not on, more than one state, or UT, but not outside India? If that is the case, in that given case, the law of the land here says, in the given case, place of supply as per section 13 subsection 7. Section 13 subsection 7. Place of supply is equal to each state or UT is the place of supply. For this is a place of supply. For this is a place of supply. Not required to record. This I will send to you right now, your group. Export this page. Get my point, sir? So 13.6 over, 13.7 also over. Where I kept my cell phone? I kept just to get in the office, madam. In that office, no, that there, the table is there. On the table itself, I kept them. I am going to set right now. Thank you. Thank you. Right now, I am sending to your mobile. This is a simple cut, shortcut. Do not break your head to make understand this. I think you got it. In the group I sent. Now please come back. Section 13, subsection 8 now. Very important, comprehensive level of approach here. This is very important subsection here because circulars are there here from the exam point of view. Section 13, subsection 8. Specified services. What are they? The following three. Services offered by a banking company or NBFC to its account holders. 2. Intermediary services. 3. Services consisting of hiring of means of transport other than aircraft, other than vessel, except hatch is hatch, where up to a period of 1 month hiring. Let us have one by one. First point, place of supply in case of supply of specified services is location of the service provider. Very important, location of the service provider. Banking company NBFC provide these services to account holder. Location of supplier of service is the place of supply. Assume a scenario, you are a qualified chartered accountant today and you open a locker in the State Bank of India, Mount Road branch, Chennai, where you kept valuable things, your jewelries or your CF final degree certificate, all those things you kept inside of the locker. Why? Because you are leaving to London for employment. Now you are staying in London for your employment almost for the past 4 years. You are NRI in India, am I right? You are non-resident Indian in India, correct? Now, banker charging locker rent monthly ₹1,000 for example, per year 12,000. Banker charging the locker rent charges. Now, banker is where? Chennai, Tamil Nadu, India. Recipient outside India. 13(8) clause A. Will apply or not? Why apply? Because unless you have an account, locker is not permissible to you. Locker is possible only to account holders. You get my point, sir? In that case, you are account holder. So, banking company provide these services to account holder, locker rent. But you are arguing, I'm a NRI, why should I pay the GST? Now, this question has been appeared CF final examination quite sometimes before. Whether the banker is liable for GST on the locker rent or not, because the recipient is NRI. You have to say, yes, GST apply because location of supplier in India. Place of supply also in India, in the same place of the location of supplier. Recipient only outside India. As per 13(8)(a), place of supply is location of supplier, liable to pay IGST. Liable to pay IGST. IGST or GST, CGST, whatever may be, not depending on the resident status. Whether we are going to charge the GST based on the resident status or no, based on the location of supplier and the place of supply concepts. Therefore, IGST apply in the given case. The argument of a account holder not justifiable. Banker liable to pay GST is clear. Now come back. If the banker provides these services to non-account holders, non-account holder, where it is going to be covered? 13(2). Now I am briefing a story. Listen and you answer to me. You are aware of that? The MSTOs, money service transfer operators, or MTSOs, money transfer service operators. You are aware of that, Amma? the Western Union, Akbar Money Travels, and Reserve Bank of India authorized money exchanges who are involved transferring the money from overseas into India, money transferers, and bankers also. Now you are a qualified CA, you got a job in US, you went to US, your employer has account in Citibank US, you also opened a salary account US, Citibank. Your father asked, hey mister, please send $10,000. Okay dad, I'm going to send to you. You instructed in US to Citibank where you have the account. Mr. Banker, debit to my account. How many dollars? 10,000. Credit to my father account who is a beneficiary having the account State Bank of India, Mount Road branch, Chennai. Citibank US. Yes sir, I will do for you. Now Citibank US provide these services to whom? Account holder only. Yes or no? Location of supplier of service? US. Citibank. Recipient account holder. Where? US. 13(8)(a) apply. 13(8)(a) apply. Supplier outside India. Place of supply outside India. We need not want to bother about GST in India. Is clear? Now Citibank US approached State Bank of India Mount Road branch in Chennai in India. Hey, one of a beneficiary has account in your branch. I am sending $10,000. Could you please remit to his account? For me, please do it. State Bank of India Mount Road branch Chennai. I will do for you. How much you pay to me? Commission. Then this Citibank US said, I will pay to you, let us say $20 as a commission. Is clear? Then the State Bank of India Mount Road branch, yes, I will do for you. They did the service. Now Citibank is account holder in the State Bank of India? No. That means the banking company provide the services to non-account holder, correct? Where to be referred? 13(8)(a) or 13(2) or anywhere else? 13(2). Okay. This is what? Long back, before Corona, CBSE given a circular. Is 13(2). 13(2) what happened? Impact, you know? Location of the recipient, if identifiable, is a place of supply. Citibank USA, identifiable only. Service provided by State Bank of India from Chennai, Mount Road branch to recipient US Citibank is identifiable. Place supply goes to US. Location supplier in India as per 13(2). Then it is, they earn the $20. Is a perfect fit for what? Export of services. As a result, circular issued by CBSE, all remittances from abroad into India is not liable to pay GST because export of service nature. Thereafter, what happened? No, you are for information confirmation. I am the evident person from the day one of the institution of the GST law watching these particular transactions. Experts, Pitamahas in indirect tax laws started to criticize how the circular will be said that if 13(8) class A not apply, then directly fall under 13(2). Why? CBSE has no eyesight to look after 13(8)(a, there is 13(8)(b), intermediary. Why not the State Bank of India Mount Road branch is intermediary? State Bank of India Mount Road branch, why not as intermediary? That question has been raised. Then all experts said, is it 13(8)(b? If not 13(8)(a). Because the State Bank of India here, they carried the activity of what? For the Citibank activity only they carried out. On behalf of them only. In between, account holder in India and Citibank US, The banker acted as a intermediary. Then the CBSE issued one more circular by superseding the earlier circular. The earlier circular is withdrawn. Now we are telling if banking company or money transfer service operators are considered, for them they have provided services to non-account holder. If so, place of supply not as per section 13 to 13(8)(b), location of supplier. If the location of supplier means Chennai, is a place supply liable to pay IGST. Get my point, sir? As a result, after that, the revenue started to collect from the money transfer service operators. That how much shaking in the law. Just because of wrongly decided the supply, huge revenue loss to department. Then because of CBSE, immediately they issue a circular by saying that the earlier circular is withdrawn, the new circular is this. The banking company provide these services to non-account holder by transferring the money from outside India into India as a money transfer service operators. Place of supply is location of supply as per section 13, section 8, clause B. Therefore, liable to pay IGST. Got the clarity? This is what 13(8)(b). Then 13(8)(b) is what it talks about intermediary. Actually, who is an intermediary? Intermediary. Who is intermediary? Masle. Who is intermediary? Simple, Raja. Now, solra paranga. I am telling one point. If you follow, is a key. Any luck will open. I am a practicing chartered accountant. FCA. I got a particular assignment. Tamil Nadu SCT board given to me a very big assignment. My fees per month 5 lakh rupees. I am unable to carry because my manpower insufficient. I saw you people. You are qualified CS, newly opened the office, looking for the files. I called, hey CA, come here. You are a CA, newly qualified. Fine, I will give the work for you. My work is so and so in Tamil Nadu SCT board. I am allocating you. You please carry for me. And I will pay monthly to you 1 lakh rupee. You very happy. Now you tell me, you carried out my activity as principal to principal basis or as my agent. You are my agent, huh? Tell me, have you carried out activity of my activity? What? Internal audit of Tamil Nadu department, Tamil Nadu SCT department. How much my fees? 5 lakhs. My activity internal audit. My supply is internal audit, main supply. That supply I subcontracted to you. You also carrying what? Internal audit. So the main supplier activity is you carrying out on behalf of me. That time you are not my agent. You are not an intermediary. You are acting as a principal to principal basis. You are not intermediary. Is clear? Got the clarity? Now, who is an intermediary? Bharatwaj Institute want to promote. They appointed me. Sir, why don't you go and campaign our particular Bharatwaj Institute and get more students? I am campaigning all over India, going and meeting all colleges and schools and promoting Bharatwaj Institute, Bharatwaj Institute, Bharatwaj Institute. Get my point, sir? Now you tell me, have I carried out my own activity or have I carried out the brand name of the others? I promote the brand of others. I acted agent of the Bharatwaj Institute. Correct? In that case, I am an intermediary. I am carrying the brand of the others, not on my own account. If I carry out my own account, then not intermediary. Then why not intermediary? When not intermediary? See, Mr. Rafi, practicing CA. Also be taking class for CA final students. Is clear, sir? As Mr. Rafi, as a faculty, taking the class in Bharatwaj Institute. Bharatwaj Institute collect the fees from the student to teach indirect access. That activity they delegated to me. I am coming to classes and taking the class for CA final indirect access. Now, I am an agent in Bharatwaj Institute, or I am acting as the independent manner as principal basis. Bharatwaj Institute activity is what? To provide coaching. That coaching I am giving to you by coming here. Acting as a principal to principal. I am not intermediary. Get my point, sir? When is an intermediary? When is not an intermediary? A elaborate circular we have. Unless you have a catch holding point in this regard, you cannot able to answer in the examination if they ask place of supply with regard to section 13 subsection 8 clause B. What happened, no ma? If intermediary na location of supplier is a place of supply. If not an intermediary na, we will go to 13.2. Location of the recipient is the place of supply. Now I will bring to a notice. Hopefully a case law you able to answer. Look on the screen. In the case of Global Research Education Services Private Limited, which is an Indian company in West Bengal. What they did here is Global Research Education Services Private Limited promoting foreign university courses in India and getting more number of students to the foreign university. From the morning, the moment woke up, global research telling foreign university, that university, this university, there is good course, this is lesser fees. I am propagating. Every day I am propagating foreign university, not propagating my own. Now, I am an intermediary or I am the not intermediary? Intermediary. If so, I earned $1 lakh from foreign university. Place of supply as per 13.8b, location of supplier. Where? West Bengal. Supplier, West Bengal. Liable to pay IGST, though I may be received a currency from outside India in foreign currency. Not export of services. Export of services, one of the conditions should be place of supply outside India. Here not outside India. This is a case law. Is clear? Now tell me. Hopefully you answered this. My name is Wipro. My name is Wipro. Providing business processing outsource, BPOs. I am paying BPO service. For whom? Apple Incorporation. Apple Incorporation USA. Their customer care services I am taking care. Customer care service, who has to provide a Apple Incorporation? That service delegated to Wipro. Wipro is providing customer care service for Apple Incorporation. Wipro, intermediary or not? Intermediary or not? Excellent. Hats off to you. That's all. Not intermediary. Circulars are there. Principal to principal basis, Raja. Get my point? One more example. Here, these are all available. I am not telling. It is there in the way of, see, in the given case. The BPO company, acting as a customer care services for Apple Incorporation. BPO company in India is not a intermediary. Is clear? The main service, if they subcontracted to me, I am carrying out their service only. If so, I am intermediary. Yeah? No. One more example. I think you were able to answer this. Sufficient. If you answer this complicated one, this one, I am presenting. Don't worry, relax. Insurance company, where located? Outside India. They appointed Miss Queen. Hey, Queen, look, we wanted to settle insurance claims in India. Those who are taking insurance policies, compensation claims should be settled. We want a right person who can able to settle this compensation. Then the queen said, insurance company P Incorporation, don't worry, I have my king here. One king is from India, who is expert in insurance claim settling. Insurance claim settling, whose business is insurance company business? That is their outsourcing. To whom they want to outsource, they do not know. Therefore, they taken the help of a queen. Taken the help of queen. You find a best person who can able to settle the insurance claims. And queen said, king is readily available, who is the right person to settle insurance claims. Now in India, king settling the insurance claims of insurance company of USA. King is an intermediary or not? Excellent, not intermediary. However, P Insurance and king, in between queen, she is an intermediary. Get my point, sir? Now that is highly sufficient to further catch all the points. So with this, section 13 subsection 8 clause B is completed. Now further moving on to section 13 subsection 8 clause C, where hiring by means of transport may be goods carriage or passenger carriage. What? Motor vehicle, other than aircraft, other than vessel, but it includes hatches for a period not exceeding 1 month. If so, location of supplier is a place of supply. If hiring of vehicles or hatches for a period more than 1 month, 13.8C not apply. What is apply? 13.2 apply. Aircraft 13.2, even for 10 days of hiring. Vessel, even for 2 days of hiring, it apply 13.2. Is clear? As simple as that. Section 13 subsection 9, transportation of goods, place of supply, destination of the goods. Unfortunate, this section omitted. Section 13 subsection 9, transportation of goods services, omitted. Section 13 subsection 9 omitted. As a result, transportation of goods, whatever may be the mode, by rail, SL or aircraft, is to be decided as per section 13 subsection 2 only. Is clear? Thereafter, section 13 subsection 10, transportation of passengers, place of embarking, irrespective of the registered or unregistered, place of departure is a place of supply. Facilities provided on board conveyance, section 13 subsection 11, first schedule, departure point of the conveyance. Thereafter, section 13 subsection 12, OIDR services. This point already covered. OIDR is considered place of supply is equal to location of the recipient, may be registered and unregistered. If so, is a OIDR B2C, supplier liable to pay tax. B2B, recipient liable to pay tax. In B2C or B2B, place of remains same. Location of the recipient of service is the place of supply. OIDR services. If B2B, RCM apply. B2C, FCM apply. Is it clear? This part I referred to you people. Further, section 13 subsection 13, the last section under this particular category, section 13 subsection 13, power to notify circumstances to decide the place of supply in case of non-taxation or to avoid double taxation. If we got no, if I import the machine for repair on temporary basis, before being put to use, if I export after repair, is it section 13.3A or 13.2? 13.2. Clear? Actually 13.3a, but shifted to 13.2 with the help of this power only. To get my points. Power to notify place of supply is with whom? Power to notify place of supply is not with the GST Council. It is the central government power. As per the Constitution of India, place of supply, who can decide? Parliament, not the GST Council. Is clear, brother? With this explanation to section 13 series completed, as a whole place of supply explanation completed. Now we have some more advanced concept, circulars. If that circular you are able to answer, easy. Now tell me, the law here says, if I do the service in India for the recipient outside India, the benefit goes to outside India. Where the benefit goes is the place of supply. Simple example. A layman example with the circular here. You tell me, my dear friend, in the given case. Sir, look, these two type of diamonds. This is polished, unpolished. Unpolished, owned by USA company. It came to India. A Indian company did the polish in India on these diamonds. By doing so, the benefit accrued to USA person. Therefore, the place of supply as per section 13.2 but not 13.3a. Location of the recipient, Raja, is a place of supply. Is clear? Is clear? If there is a case, you tell me now. Look on the screen. Sea element distribution in India. From USA, imported the aircraft engine for overhauling purpose in India. After overhauling in India, exporting back. Imported the aircraft engine temporarily for repair in India. After repair is completed, before being put to use, exported back to A Incorporation. By doing the overhauling on this engine in India, the benefit accrued to whom? The benefit accrues to A Incorporation. Place of supply is A Incorporation as per 13.2 but not 13.3a. If I put a ulta, answer to me. I put ulta. Ulta means what? Vice versa. Indian company send the aircraft engine to USA company for repair overhauling. Repair overhauling done in US and re-importing into India. If so, by doing the repair or overhauling into the aircraft machine owned by Indian company at USA, benefit accrued to Indian company. Place supply goes to India. Is clear? Now, location of supplier outside India. Location of recipient in India. Place of supply in India. Suitable section 2, subsection 11, import of service. All same apply. Liable to pay IGST by importer in India. Get my point, sir? This is what I have given here. Got the clarity? Yes? Any difficulty? Look here. Now you tell me. Just listen, tell me. Ram Pharma Company did the R&D and pharmaceutical for Phoenix Limited, South Africa. By doing the R&D in India, the product has been emerged a new product, new medicine, useful for Phoenix Limited, South Africa. The benefit accrues to South Africa. Now, the event connected in India, that particular activity connected R&D in India on the goods is 13.3a or 13.2? 13.2. Reason, the benefit accrues to outside India is 13.2, not 13.3. 3A. Is clear, my dear friends? Location of the recipient. So like that we have the things are multiple things, repetitions means a different way of a approach. Now what is this? I am not reading. By the time of looking the slide, I will speak the provision. My name is subsidiary company in Secunderabad. Your name is H Limited Hong Kong Hyderabad, Hong Kong H Limited, Secunderabad S Limited. You have in my company 80% shareholding. You are H Limited holding company where you are outside India. Is clear? Hong Kong. This subsidiary company exported certain services to you and got from you in foreign currency. Place of supply outside India. Now, location of supply subsidiary company in India, location of recipient H Limited Hong Kong outside India, payment received in the foreign currency, place of supply Hong Kong outside India. We are the holding subsidiary company, related parties. Just because of related parties, you are denying me export of service or is export of service. To have export of services, one of the clause, they should not be a mere establishment outside India. Is a mere establishment outside India? What do you mean by mere establishment to outside India? As explanation given to section 8 means, it is only head office, branch office. Holding company, subsidiary company, head office, branch office. No, therefore, it is export of service only for subsidiary company. Subsidiary company export these services to the holding company outside India and satisfy the condition section 2(6) is export of services. You cannot deny export of service nature just because we are related parties. When can you deny? No, sir. If branch office in India, head office outside India, branch office provide the service to head office, that time mere establishment outside India. In that case, it cannot be called as a export of service. Is clear, sir? Foreign portfolio investors. Sir, name itself foreign portfolio investors, means foreign companies. Now, let us say a company, A Incorporation of USA, they have investments in various portfolios, investment in gold, investment in government bonds, investment in equity shares, investment in real estate. Is a portfolio of A Incorporation, who is USA company. That portfolio, foreign investors portfolio, that is FPI, foreign portfolio investors. Foreign portfolio investors. That A Incorporation of USA portfolio maintaining in India by SBI. SBI Bank is providing FPI services, foreign portfolio investor services to foreign investors. What is the activity? State Bank of India in India, one of the branch, maintaining that custodial services, safeguarding, reporting, on account of instruction, selling, on account of instruction, buying and keeping and reporting to that particular A Incorporation USA, for which they are paying the amount. Now, is it treated as State Bank of India provide these services to account holder or a non-account holder? Foreign portfolio investors need not be account holders, not required to have account. In that case, 13 subsection 8 class A not applicable. They are not intermediaries also. They are not the intermediaries. They are acting as a principal to principal basis. Get 8B not come. As a result, section 13 subsection 2, place of supply of the State Bank of India in India is equal to location of recipient is outside India. Place of supply outside India, recipient outside India, supplier from India. It is called what? Export of service. If the payment realized in the foreign currency or the payment realized in Indian currency wherever permitted to realize by the Reserve Bank of India. Got the clarity? This is what? 13.2 but not 13.80. Is clear? Advertising services provided to foreign clients. Is it section 13 subsection 2 or is it section 13 subsection 3 clause A or clause B? Here there's what confusion here meant is what 13.2 or is it 13.3? Correct. Is it 13.2 or 13.3? What is this number? I will tell you. You know, advertisements, some of the advertisements are so cute, so attractive. Sometimes before I come across an advertisement, excellent manner, that no, Malabar jewelry, they're advertising that one particular guitar with that particular, no, so cute, so feel like comfort. I feel so when the advertisement comes, no, I won't skip it. I watch the advertisement. So what happened here? This advertisement is prepared and telecast to attract the audience. There is a creativity, not simple like that. There is a creativity required. Some advertisements so informative also, so attractive, so lovable. So to have such a advertisement, there must be first a drafting, a creativity. After having the creativity, should picturize. After having picturization, should look platform where to advertise. Advertisement into the Bay of Bengal, no use. Get my point, sir? Which is to be advertised, that only should be advertised in Bay of Bengal. You get my point what I am trying to say? There must be a proper place, there must be proper time, there must be proper platform, there must be proper advertisement. The message should go in just by looking itself. Yeah, this is what for this. There are advertisement we do not know what for it is. One jogger company advertisement coming in. Something at the end switches. For this switch, for this advertisement, no interlink. Get irritated. So that advertisement may not going to be fruitful, the result. But anyhow, in India, my name is Mudra Private Limited, Hyderabad. Get my point, sir? Tesla company, Tesla cars. Now coming to India, Tesla group company MD called me, sir, Mudra company, could you promote the Tesla cars in India, because we are going to open, we already opened in Mumbai. We want customers. Mudra company said, what type of advertisement you required? Everything you take care, end to end. End to end. Meaning what? You create creativity, you picturize it, you promote it. Where to promote is yours. Which media? Sun Network, Star Network, G Network is yours. End to end. You do it. Promote my product. I said, in that case, it is 1.5 crore for you, okay? Absolutely okay, said by Tesla Group MD, Elon Musk. No problem, go ahead. Now, this company, Mudra Private Hyderabad, create a particular story, accordingly shooted the film that has been telecasting. Now, IPL is coming, IPL match, we have to book the slot. In that IPL match, all not IPL matches, especially more crowd, CKS participating in Chepauk Stadium, very crowd and many of crores of people will watch. Then in that slot, in IPL, this advertisement, Tesla company car. Where to book? Apply this particular thing, Geo Star. Hey, Geo Star, could able to provide? They asked, will provide 100 lakhs of rupees, 1 crore. Take it. They got 1.5 crore. Na? Take it 1 crore. Geo Star telecast. Such a end-to-end system. Who provided a Mudra Private Limited? End-to-end services, comprehensive nature services provided to Tesla group of company USA. Recipient USA. Is it supply of service and tangible goods 13.3 or is it section 13.2 by default? 13.2 by default. Because comprehensive nature of service, Naraja. As a result, place of supply goes to USA. Location of supplier in India. Payment received foreign currency. We both are not a head office, branch office. Therefore, for the Mudra payment is export of services, not liable to pay just. Is it clear? Then again, the circular said, suppose Mudra Private Limited is only a mediator between Tesla USA and GeoStar in India. This fellow connecting, hey Tesla, your product can be advertised in GeoStar because IPL match is coming. GeoStar agreed to telecast your product. Then Tesla group of company MD Elon Musk directly called to GeoStar and invoice issued GeoStar directly to Tesla group, and this has been made arranged by Mudra Private Limited India. In that case, it is 13.8b is a intermediary. Location of supplier is the place of supply, liable for IGST on the commission earned by Mudra Private Limited. Correct? This is what this circular refers. So much. I simplified this, in fact. Is not 13.2, is 13.8b in that case. Got the clarity? Of course, a latest circular of the CBIC. This is what is a hosting services provided. Very important, sir. This is very important. Data hosting services is entirely different. Web hosting services, web hosting means what? Bharatwaj Institute website which is created and hosted. It is not so. Data hosting service, something is beyond that. Data is the word data. Data means comprising everything. Now, data hosting services provided a person located in India to cloud computing service providers located outside India. Now one should know, sir, what do you mean by cloud computing service? How we should understand it? I will present here for your information and confirmation an excellent manner this particular provision. Sir, first of all, you look this, and moreover, on this circular, I have prepared one video, 20 minutes, which is today morning I upload in Rafi Sir IIT Guru channel. That is ultimate. That much I can't able to explain now. Therefore, I given to you as a value addition. After completion of my classes today, please take the time for 20 minutes, at least to listen or watch. Thereby, you got a clarity. Now I will explain. I'm not simply that you go and refer there, go and refer here, like YouTubers will say, description given below, you refer. I'm not saying like that. I will explain. For better understanding, furthermore revision purpose, you please go through that video. Sir, cloud computing means, which one is called cloud computing? Listen, cloud computing is the on-demand delivery of infrastructure resources over the internet with pay-as-you-go pricing. Instead of buying, owning and maintaining physical data centers and servers, you can access technology service such as computing power, storage and database on as needed basis from a cloud provider. Companies like Amazon Web Services, Microsoft Azure and Google Cloud offer a wide range of cloud services. OneDrive we are subscribing from where? Google Cloud by paying subscription fees. Entire cloud is possible for us to purchase there? Not possible. A very big Microsoft company own the particular Google Cloud and they are sharing, they are permitting, hey, Bharatwaj Institute, you wanted to use our cloud? Come forward. You want to cloud? We are providing internet in the cloud. The data is cloud. Many customers approaching, like here, the particular customers, many customers, we want your cloud. Even Rafi sir also has account subscription in the OneDrive cloud. My data is in OneDrive cloud only. Wherever I go, whatever my system, I can access with my login ID password. Only requirement is internet. How possible? The Google Cloud is providing the data to access by safeguarding. Whose responsibility to safeguard the data of mine? Google Cloud. Whose responsibility to protect my data? Google Cloud. Whose responsibility to secure my data? Google Cloud. Whose responsibility to protect from virus? Google Cloud. And there are unauthorized persons accessing the data, holding lock on it. Meaning what? What we can call them hackers entering and capturing the banking operation data and demanding, hey bank, pay so many dollars, we release, otherwise go, data goes. You data is important, na? Get the points. So this data protection is the responsibility of the cloud computing companies, correct? Like Amazon, web server, Microsoft Azure, Google Cloud, their responsibility. Now, for the Google Cloud, Amazon Web Service, and for them to protect the data, to provide firewall services, 24/7 customer care service, get my point, sir? For them too difficult. Therefore, they are approaching, hey, anybody available data hosting service providers. My customers' data is there in my website in cloud, that should be protected, that safeguard, that should be 24/7 surveillance. Thereafter, cooling the data. Thereafter, retrieving the data, storing the data, safeguarding the data, protecting from antivirus, protecting from virus by way of antivirus. Provide firewall service, no firewall. Firewall service are nothing but unauthorized operation cannot be access the data. You have a firewall. So this and all anybody can provide who are the customers who loading the data into my cloud, that should be protected. Then Indian company coming forward, hey Amazon Web, cloud computing, we will protect your data. What type of service you offered? This cloud computing companies asked. We are providing services like data hosting service providers either owns premises for data center or operates data center on lease premises, procures infrastructure and human resources, handle operations like infrastructure monitoring, information technology management and equipment maintenance, etc. to provide the set supply of data hosting services to the cloud computing service providers. Like that, we offer various type of services on a comprehensive level. Are you sure? Absolutely. Now you tell me, this data hosting service centers protecting the data loaded into that particular cloud. Now, this data hosting centers do not have direct or indirect contact with the customers who are loading their data into the cloud. Relationship between supplier recipient here is cloud computing service providers is suppliers, their customers globally available, they are the supplier and recipient. In between this particular, which company, data hosting company is coming, protecting the data available in the cloud. Whose data it is immaterial for us. We do not know. Rafi Academy data, Bharatwaj Institute data, CA Institute data, we do not know. Those customers available in the cloud and cloud computing service providers providing services to load their data in the cloud. That data available in the cloud we are protecting. They are called data hosting service centers. If data hosting service center from India, cloud computing outside India, supplier of service, data hosting, recipient of service, cloud computing outside India, payment is the foreign currency. If so, this data hosting center is an intermediary covered in section 13.8 B? No, because they really do not know who is the customer of the particular cloud computing. We are not promoting the cloud computing services to the customers. Therefore, it is not as per 13.8 B. Data hosting service center operating from India is covering under section 13.2. Resultantly, place of supply goes to location of service recipient outside India. Payment is a foreign currency. Export of services not liable to pay IGST. Get my point, sir? That much is behind. This much is the picture. Further, elaborately explain to you with the numeric examples. Problems also I did, which is there in the website. Rafi sir ID Guru, I uploaded today morning in your group also. Please go through it. Is clear as well. Do not look the views and watch. Look the views and watch is really dangerous. What happened now? Even my students have got 97, 91 marks in IDT. I have not even one single pamphlet advertisement. My strength is my student mouth canvas. Other faculties, what they did is to did here is, they upload the video. Views 75,000 views, 1 lakh views, 1.5 lakh views. I got surprised. Oh, great. Then my son said, Pa, you want increase the views? The par, he's doing something, views going on. Hey, stop. What you are doing? Only lepa. Create some ID, some .com, one ID at gmail.com. Like that, if you load, going on views are increasing. That means paid views. Then I came to know there is centers offering, if you pay the amount, how much you pay depends upon that amount, increase the views. Reason, EMPA, CA students writing the exam is not even that much, not there, 1.5 lakhs. You get views 1.5 lakhs. How possible? If that is the case, the trend should be continued. No? Today you see, during the corona period, the views are 1.5 lakhs, 2 lakhs. Now you see, the view is 1,000, 1,200. Even below than that. If the real views should be consistent, na? Your own students where will go? Get my point? Get my point? So like that, people are, see, our people know views ஜாஸ்தி இருக்கா நல்லா இருக்கும். You watch, you realize, then you how get benefit. It's a subject, not a product. Now please come back. My intention is, please go through, you understanding, go through please. That's it. No need of any promotion required here. Now please come back. This is completed. Thereafter, finally, I have given you introduction, am I right? Place of supply. Introduction given. What introduction given? This one. Latest one. December. It is there in our institute website. Our institute material. Amendment material. This one. Yes, this one. Place of supply. This circular is what, Raja? Circular number 242. In our material given, here also 242 one no. Is what is different one. Wait a minute. Data hosting. Adu okay. Ipo nam pathame. 242. It is in the material. Same as issued amendment. Same as I already told you as intro. What I said, 3 supplies. Supply of online money gaming. Tell me, Amma. Second one, OIDR services, Raja. Correct. Third one, online services like OTT services. If we offered, irrespective of the value of service or supply of goods, supplier should mention address of the recipient. If not, the state name of the recipient deemed to be address of the recipient, irrespective of the value. If it is mentioned, we come to know correctly to bifurcate IGST between central and state. Get my point, sir? That one is this. Get my point, sir? Yeah, already covered. With this, I can say that 5 o'clock, 5 o'clock taken place. I'm very happy you people are listening, and I'm also very happy to take the class. Me people are recommending to go up to 6 o'clock also. I'm very, very happy. For me, just to give the food day and ask me to take class, I'm going and take the class. I thought maybe 4 o'clock is a 5 o'clock. No problem. If time permits, even I go up to 6 o'clock also. Today, at this point of time, I am completing the session because place of supply is completed and value of supply. As per my schedule, today I should have completed value of supply. But taking furthermore is tedious job. If possible, one day before I will announce to you. Tomorrow we have class 10 to 6 like that. Otherwise, we will go up to 5. 5 o'clock is a normal case. Morning 3 hours, afternoon 3 hours. Before lunch, after lunch. Generally, I will go up to 5 o'clock. Extra times depends upon. Since the chapter is complete with this phase is over. Now we are entering into value of supply. So at this point, definitely I will take up what? Some particular 10 minutes break. Again, starting difficulty. Is clear, sir? So now at this point of time, relaxing. See you, but tomorrow at 10 a.m. to continue value of supply. Tomorrow we take up value of supply, input tax credit, registration. Tomorrow I will complete the input tax credit chapter with mind-blowing amendments are there, where I am going to take up to clarify your practical doubts with the case laws also. Is clear as exam point of view, we will cover this. See you. Thank you, my dear friends. Thank you.